All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. It's your brother Quad from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson. I'm entitled A Nation Divided. All right. and yeah, I was looking between a couple of little pictures for this title and for this topic, and it was one with the American flag chopped in half, you know. But this one, this is cut into a lot of pieces, and that, pretty much symbolizes how the state of America right now, man, is it's divided into many different parts, man. You know, and matter of fact, let me read this first scripture. This is Mark 3 verse 25. It says, "And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." Right. And this house is divided against itself, man. Because a house represents, when you go into the word house, it represents a nation or an economy. Matter of fact, let me get the etymology for you right now, because that's what we do, you know. But hey, man, this place is on its last legs, man. Not just, hold up. Oh, man, it's not letting me do that. Okay. Okay. It says dwelling, shelter, building designed to be used as a residence. Um, Temple, literally God house, meaning family, including a place of business, which America is the economy. But yeah, it pretty much means family, you know. Or in this case, they try to make it one nation, you know. But not only is if you want to talk about the family, the Edomite, so like the Edomite family, they divided, man. Russia and America still going at it, you know, which they all Edomites. the elites, the elites against the rest of the so-called white people. They call the 1%. They going at it, and it's finally coming into its head, man. Hey, man, this place is on its last legs. All right. Um. Yeah, this place is, the scripture said it cannot stand, man. Satan divided against itself, it cannot stand. All right. And that's what we have here. Now I was gonna get a couple of articles because this coronavirus, man, it's revealing, it's revealing how divided America really is, man. You know, they divided between, because they was already divided uh, with the parties, which Republican, Democrat, conservatives, you know, whatever you want to call them, you know. But now even in the same parties they divided. You got the president going at it with the state governors, okay, and then you got a Republican governor, which is in Maryland. Hogan is going at it with Trump, man. You know, they got holding out money and all this other stuff. They ask for money. Hey, man. Trump saying he got absolute power, while the states, the governor saying you don't gotta tell me what the power I already have. Hey, man, it's just crazy, man. You know, and I'm gonna get a couple of articles as well as these scriptures, man. You know, which is going to lead to straight up uproars of the people. Let me get this one article real quick. This is uh, Los Angeles Times. It says the column, "The coronavirus pandemic has made one thing perfectly clear: it is time to split the country." Look at all these marchings, man. That's the uproars of the people. You know, that's prophecy. Okay. Let me read a little bit of it. It says, on Monday night, I was watching TV coverage of the pandemic, first on MSNBC, then on Fox News, and a thought occurred. We're so helplessly I don't know how to say that word, irrecoverably divided. Let me get that word divided. So that's what I was going to look up. Split into parts, separated, not united in disagreement. Disagreement. It's time to quit talking about coming together as one and do the only sensible thing. Roughly 30 years ago, the USSR came to grips with its I can't, oh man, it's crazy. Irreconcilable. There you go. regional differences and broke apart, splitting into 15 independent republics. Why can't we do that here? All those who love the man currently running the United States of America will become residents of the kingdom of Mar-a-Lago. Good luck to ye all, because most of these people they hate Trump, but their governments don't got their best interests at heart either. No, I'm not. It says if this sounds delusional, maybe it is. Maybe I've got a case of cabin fever and it's eating at my brain, but we're 5 weeks into this and it seems like an eternity. Oh, how I long for the days when I could roam free and focus on more positive news than the coronavirus, like the arrest of the LA city councilman jammed up in a federal corruption probe or the rat infestation of City Hall. Let me keep going down. There you go. It says 1 minute we're watching scientists warn that we'll pay with our lives if we return to normal before testing and tracing are in place. The next minute you're watching President Trump canonize people for demanding the return of their God-given right to eat at the Waffle House and infect everyone around them, because Trump wants the economy to be open. So right now, one of the major topics is they're split on wanting to open up the economy back and keeping it closed, which you got a lot of Edomites. You got a lot of Edomites. They protesting because they small businesses, because they are the owners of these small businesses, and they can't work. They're not making any money. They going broke. They're getting bled, dried out, man. But then you got other people that's really in fear of this virus, man, which is nothing but a seasonal virus, But they're afraid because of the media. So there's a divide. And Trump saying he commanded them. He think they were smart for doing that. Whereas the governors, they don't want that. And the governors is doing that and getting the money from the federal government. It says Monday night, sadly, was a no alcohol night for me. I tried to, whatever. I want to get to the point. It said, this is who we are, a nation irrecoverably divided, perhaps more than ever. We hate each other, and I have proof. You want to read some of the email I get? So, this is one of the articles. It was one that I had. What is this one? Hey man, but it's showing but this thing is bringing about protests everywhere, man. Look at that, Trump's coup de grace. All right, let me go back. This is James 3 verse 16. It says, for where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. Yeah, because right now a lot of the people are confused, man. And it's going to bring about a lot of bad times, man. Because right now, between this government and these nations, they having envy and strife. They blaming people for the response to the coronavirus, and it's just the corona. I didn't see this coming with the coronavirus, but here it is, man. And it's bringing about prophecy, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, the Lord is doing this, man. This is Second Chronicles. Matter of fact, no, Isaiah 19 verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right. And the Egyptians, this is modern day Egypt, man. This is the place where we were in bondage. And because they was turning this coronavirus on Jake, man. You don't see a lot of Jake is afraid. They still staying in the house, even though they already broke, man. Jake is content with getting the government money, man. And believing that they gonna be the ones sick. Where you got the Edomites, which they don't have to live on top of each other. They able to social distance in their homes for the most part. A lot of them, because they not living in a whole bunch of apartments where they gotta be on top of each other like that, man. Because they making the money to where they can split, to or live in single family homes, or have their own separate rooms, man. You know, a lot of them have savings, man. You know, where they're able to eat, but a lot of people that don't have the money, it's starting to bring about this uproars, man. And the Lord is doing that. He's doing that. He created this so that it could be this divide. The Second Chronicles 15:6 it says, "And nation was destroyed of nation, and city of city, for the Most High did vex them all with adversity." You know, and all these people about to feel that adversity, man. And it's just the beginning, man. Adversity meaning a definition, a difficult or unpleasant situation. All right, and they gonna go at it with each other, man. All right, and it's this beautiful thing. Hey, it just shows you what time that we in. All right, because we know where we at, man. We not gonna be taken as a thief in the night. Hold up. Yeah, this is Second Esdras 9 and verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Yeah, the Lord spoke of all these things. That's why we know the Lord is about to make his return. He's about to visit. The scripture say he's gonna visit the world which he made, man. Or earthquakes. We've been seeing the earthquakes all around the country, all around the globe. Even tornadoes, man. These natural disasters. All right, and then you see uproars of the people everywhere, man. But now it's about to hit America, and it's gonna hit America hard, man. Because these people not used to suffering. All right, you already got people killing themselves over just staying in the house. They haven't even been enacted martial law yet, man. You know, but the Lord is doing these things. He's moving as He said He would. You know, and these people gonna go at it with each other. We go to Second Esdras 15. Yeah. Second Esdras 15:1 talking about speak to my people the words of prophecy, man. And this is prophecy now, and we giving it to you. And so that you should know that this is the Lord that's doing this, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start from 11. Second Esdras 15 verse 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues, as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right. And that's what's happening, man. And a lot of people, they're not going to regard the rulers, man. You're already seeing people, they take their president of the United States as a joke, man. Even these governors, you know. But it's going to come a point in time where the people not going to listen to their governors, man. And it's going to be national action required. That's where it's verse 17 says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right now, we're not technically supposed to be doing that, but it's not mandatory. Like, it's not being enforced. But it's going to eventually get to that level. And the protests are going to go even further out, man. You know? But they divided on a lot of ideologies, man. And the way that they kept everybody in check, they not seeing eye to eye anymore, man. You know, it was always divided with among the Israelites, you know, but they didn't regard how we felt. But now they being touched, man. The regular old Edomites is being touched, and they gonna act out, man. You know. There was another one. Can't think. Shit. How did it go? Hey, but this thing is bringing about a lot of uproars of the people, man. You know, I'm gonna get this. Ezekiel 21 verse 27 says, I will overturn it, and it shall be no more until he come whose right it is, and I will give it to him." Right, and hey, this place is being systematically destroyed, man. And Esau, he thinks that it's his doing, but it's gonna go outside of his power, man. That's what the Lord said. You know, hey, that they gonna stand in fear. The rulers is gonna stand in fear, man. All right, because they're not gonna regard that. It's gonna get outside their control, and these people not gonna listen to them, man. Fear. Let me see. You know. Uh, where was it? Second Edge 6, and I got two of them. 16 verse and 16. All right. Second Edge 6 in verse 24 says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Because it said, let me jump up though. Verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Right. So now you starting to see that. These stores ain't full no more, man. You know, which means these people homes whom they've been made fat, they not full anymore, man. You know? Uh 24. Oh shit. Which verse was that? Okay. 1 second. You know? Okay. This is Second Ezra 16 verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You know? And all I did was type in "a nation divided coronavirus," because that's all you seeing on the news, man. They completely divided, man. Usually these like 9/11, it brought them together. Pearl Harbor, it brought Americans together. But this, it's affecting a lot of these people differently, you know. And these rulers, they making these legislations without really the people in mind, man. Not the common citizen in mind. And that's why these people are about to go crazy, man. You know. And hey, like the scripture say, nothing that's done in the dark shall not come to light. You know, roughly paraphrasing. And when these people start to really find out what these devils is doing, they're gonna really riot. Brother had said earlier that YouTube said if you go against the World Health Organization, then you violating their policy, which Trump, the one that defunded them, man. You know, so nobody's seeing eye to eye, man. You know, and they're not gonna be able to keep this thing uh, under control. You know, that's what we look for, man. So all them prophecies that we just read, we look for those to come to pass. All right. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next lesson, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. I want to say Shalom.